Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of AD&D's Champions of Krynn Remastered. We're going to continue our run that we were doing earlier today. We're approaching, I'd say, maybe 75% of the game is done. Okay. Hey, Zomble and Bo, welcome in. How are you guys doing? No Wasteland scam. Yeah. My video card was crashing yesterday. I need a nice clean reboot before I can give that a try again. We don't want to run into a bunch of crashes. Yes, what do you want? Parlay. Let's be haughty. The mage says, I've had enough of this. He orders his minions to attack. Okay. First off, let's see what the moons have in store for us. +1 spell due to moons. Okay, at least we're not getting a decrease. I think I am going to do... Yeah, let's use a wand. So we can get it right away. You're doing good, Bo. Glad to hear that. That's you, he says. I'm not sure what you mean, Bo. Hey, Duncan, welcome in. How are you doing? Mace of Disruption scam, yeah. I need to find where that is. I think that green dragon, one of those green dragons was supposed to have it or something. Let's see, did we hit this guy? Okay, good. I do have randomized set treasure turned on, so I don't know if that was what did it or if I just don't have that item type mapping over to my version of it. Because I had to recreate that. Curse Azure Bonds doesn't have a Mace of Disruption. Sticks to snakes. Bo says, I love the Mace of Disruption in that hack and slash Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance game. Bo says, that's you was autocorrect from and you. Oh, okay. I'm doing well, Bo. Doing well. Fighting with snakes. They're surrendering. We have one stubborn guy fleeing in panic. Let's see if we can hit him. Destroyed his shield and caught him on fire. That'll teach him. Minotaur coming after you. He surrendered. Wisely. Okay, they got a lot of platinum. Detect magic, because I don't know if any of this is magical. Quarterstaff. Magic quarterstaff. Nice. Bo says, are Hoopaks just the most OP weapon in gold box games? If you're asking about a normal type weapon, yeah, they're pretty ridiculous. They've been nerfed in my version because I could not find any accurate information on them. They didn't exist, actually, in first edition AD&D. So they added them in the Dragonlance world. And they made them too strong. For one thing, you can attack in melee and you can shoot with them. But they also did way too much damage. So I made it do the same damage as a bow. Did I do bow stick or joe stick? No, I'm not sure. Either a bow or a joe, which doesn't do a whole lot of damage against large enemies. And I also made it use the anti-penetration between the Joe and a staff sling. So if we look here, you can see once you start getting up to banded mail and plate mail, they've got a much lower chance to penetrate. And then field plate and full plate, they would do really poorly against it. But against any enemy that has ring mail or less, there's no loss or bonus. So I balanced it essentially. Because yeah, in that vanilla version, it was completely stupid. And it wasn't logical that it would do that much damage. Okay, let's save under G. She have the cell. Junk. The Joe staff thing, yeah, exactly. Ham grabs the hand of a thief that was attempting to pickpocket. Interrogate him. Thieves Guild here that's trying to prevent the city from being taken over by minotaurs. Whoa! Treasure. A necklace and bracers. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Let's give the necklace to Crimson. So he actually has some attack capability. And then bracers. I think I made it where, yeah, Minotaur can't wear them. Let's put it on. I think Dick Danza actually he already has some. I'm not sure I'm going to have a use for these. Wow, those are pretty good bracers, actually. It's probably an upgrade for Dick Danza. Oh yeah, armor class 4. These will keep in case they get damaged. Okay. Crimson's ready for level up. Let's go get his level up. Swaggering mercenaries are spoiling for a fight. Duncan's field plate is damaged. Hey, Kiffer and Raiders, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the raid, Kiffer. And thanks for giving Kiffer the shout out. Hey, Jimmy. Welcome in. JRPG, welcome. And Ham, welcome back. How's everybody doing? And how did your stream go, Kiffer? Still doing Fallout, I'm assuming. JRPG says, help, Kiffer, i.e. choking on a peanut raid? Uh-oh, that's not good. You're dying on a peanut? Oh, what happened? That's not good. He moved the sofa again, Ham says. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not moving the sofa. I really should start doing it, though, to really mess with you. It got stuck? Oh. like in your lung, where your lungs start to merge with your throat, that kind of stuck. That's not good. Sorry to hear that. And then it takes like an hour to recover from something like that. Oh, sorry to hear that. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I've had that experience and it sucks. Okay, let's do a stinking cloud here. So how did your stream go, though? Jimmy says DFortae knew we were coming. Kiffer says it's the sofa ghost. Ooh, maybe. Maybe that's what's going on there. Showing less of the wall. JRPG says, oh, I'm laughing at you, Kiffer. Oh, so cool. So for Raiders, you probably know what this is, but I'm playing Champions of Krynn Remastered. I'm finishing up my testing before I release this to the public. I was wanting to release this by a week or so, but I need more testing in. I need more fixes and stuff. So it'll probably be another 2-3 weeks out. But I'll probably push an update to the other games I've released, because I have fixed quite a bit of things in the main engine. And lots of enhancements, of course. Whoa, what the heck's going on here? Bo just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Yor got one, Ageless, Unforgiven, IRL, Aro, hold on, whoa. It's scrolling. Aro, Arak Demon, and Numenon. Thank you so much, Bo. And Ham just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Tenny12, Isotope, JRPG, Zombobobble, and Harold Beaver all got gift subs. Thank you guys so much. What the? Now Duncan's gifting gift subs. 5 tier 1, Locust Angel, Rev_clone, Luna B, CS Smith, 4096, and Slater USA. And you guys are killing me. Severb just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Holy moly, thank you so much. You guys, you're too generous. Honda Gosa got one. Rick Slinger, Sleepyhead Dre, Mitrell, and Morgrook all got gift subs. An anonymous gifter just gifted an anonymous tier 1 sub. Thank you, whoever did that. You guys are way too generous. Thank you so much. Holy moly. That's definitely blown right past my all-time record of having subscribers on there. So thank you so much. Wow. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss some text here. The stream went okay. We learned that stealth requires nighttime, Kiffer says. He's talking about Fallout. Ham says he promised us more vlogs during September, so made a knot of that highlands there are pretty glorious. Oh, you showed he showed pictures of the highlands where he's at in Ireland. JRPG says DF modern testing is done by players. Just release and you'll get plenty of fix info. Yeah, I do my best. I'm still going to get people like Duncan giving me bugs, which I really appreciate, but I need to do my part and try to get as much done as I can first. Because there's still going to be bugs. Wow, okay. That's a fantastic train. Hype train. Let's see. Bo says, let's see how many I can see. Would that corrupt them into the community? Crikey, Slater says. Yeah, that's an excellent start. I'm sorry that I'm not playing the game because I'm reading all this chat, but I have to, guys. What level was that train? Does it say? It says new hype train, all-time high reach, level 4. That's fantastic. Bo says, I figured the best way to build a small community of different streamers and watchers is to get us all to interact. Yeah, absolutely. JRPG says, but also I was saying for the sub-train just release, modern testing is done by gamers. In the past, you had some vlogs of the outdoors. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, Ageless, welcome in. How are you doing? Well, what's going on? I just had 5 super generous people giving donations for subscriptions, so thank you. And Duncan just gave another 300 bits. What the? Thank you. It reached level 5. Whoa, we're at a level 6 hype train. Okay, hang on. I'm so far behind on the text. I'm trying to catch up and we're already way behind. I'm behind. Oh my gosh. And Ham just did a hype icon. 30 bits. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you guys. So generous. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to know you guys support. You're watching some anime, Ageless? Cool. Yeah, level 6, Bo. Amazing. Thank you guys. That's like way beyond. Level 4 was my record. And you guys just pushed it to level 6. So thank you so much. Wow. I'm sorry. Apologize to people watching this on YouTube, trying to watch me get to the game. But that takes precedence to know, so everybody knows how much I appreciate that. The Minotaurs prepare to attack. Defend. Let's see what happens here. How many we got? Okay, there's not that many. Man, that was amazing. Okay, let's do a wall of ice. It's a wall of ice celebration. Bo says at this rate we are grinding XP to level DFortae. That's right. That's unbelievable. Whoa, Sever, thank you so much. He just donated another 1,000 bits. Holy moly. Thank you so much. 1,000 bits. Wow. Man. Okay, I gotta catch up on this again. YouTubers can skip ahead a few seconds. That's right. Thank you, Ageless. That's true. Kiffer says, no, they must sit through it. It's the law. Arc Lich Bezos shows up and level trains the chat. Bo says at this rate, DFortae will be able to cast Fireball in real life with this level. Yeah, for sure. I wonder what's going to happen with icons. That's unbelievable. Okay. So, with Wall of Ice, we can cast it above the ground or on the ground. If we cast it above the ground, it essentially is an ice storm. If we cast it on the ground, it's going to break open anyway because the guys are standing on pieces of it. But if there's any free tiles that are open, it will fill that area. So let's do ground. Plus these guys are tall, so they actually take up 2 positions on the ice. There's one little, that guy's running away on fire. He's like, ah! The flask caught him on fire. Let's see if we can hit him while he's running. The best part of this is I watch on YouTube sometimes as well, Bo says, and I can't see the chat. Yeah, I hate that. I actually was originally saving all my videos on Twitch, and Twitch, of course, then did their space thing. So all my videos that had the chat on them have gone away. I still have them on YouTube. Wait, there's another anonymous. Okay, hang on. First off, there's this choo-choo emoticon. Stir the pot, it's called. But another anonymous gifter, Amaranth, got a tier 1 sub. Thank you, anonymous person. I really appreciate that. I'm assuming that's the same one that did another one earlier, so maybe 2. Or it could be 2 anonymous people doing 1 gift sub. Thank you so much. Okay, there's some inside joke going on that I don't know what it is. It just says, ha ha ha. More subs hype, that's right. Hams is also funny, but not the one I wanted. I do not know who that is. It says DFortae doesn't know who Amaranth is. I don't. I am a noob. Twitch noob. Keep it that way? Okay. Well, appreciate the donation. That's very, very generous. She's 18 plus for real? Oh, do you mean an adult type entertainment? I'm assuming that's what you mean when you say 18. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody deserves to have gaming, right? Gaming for the win. Okay, let's see if we can come up here and kill this guy that can't figure out how to get out of here. Flask throwing. We've had really good success with using the staff sling. Oh, I just destroyed our bandit mill. Using the staff sling and flinging the oil with our proficiencies. I should try to add up all the extra damage we got. Kipper says, yes, gaming. Oh, wow. Why is Duncan so overloaded? 2,000. Well, let's drop the field plate since it's damaged. Put on the bandit mail. Bo says your Minotaur is the brown one, right? Yes, that is correct. Right here. Doesn't want to go into that wall of ice. because like, I don't know where to go. Nice. He had a Joe stick, one of them. Huh. Okay, so I was trying to get out of here so that I can go get Crimson's level up. Some extremely drunk Minotaur come crashing out of the tavern and run into you. They are not pleased. Okay, looks like I still got another fight then. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. Let's see. Wall of Ice again. This time we'll do the Ice Storm version. Got their bandit mail destroyed. Blind Jimmy. We need to get Blind Jimmy equipped with some more armor. Okay, let's do the Ice Storm version. So we're going to go above ground. Hey, Dick Danza, welcome in. How are you doing? Tom says I have the nice snake leather boots on. That's right. Thanks for giving Danza the shout out. What was the name of the game you were playing, Danza? Last night. I'm destroying the Minotaur's battle axe. Showing who's boss. Not bad. Glad to hear that. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Nice evening weather for once, he says. That's good. Beyond a Steel Sky. Okay, thank you. Yes, I always forget names. I'm really bad with names. It's a sequel to Beneath a Steel Sky. Well, at least Kipfer did not start choking on the peanut while he was working out, because he did have a workout today. That would have been really bad. Okay, let's see. Blind Jimmy has no armor at the moment, so pick up the chainmail. See if we can get out of here finally. Oh, that's actually not how we get out of here. We have to go north. Woman screaming, "We'll be back." Your legs are so sore. Danza says the original was a point and click from the 90s. So sore that even the mice wore trousers. Even the mice wore trousers. It's going over my head. Heavily armed merchant caravan. Oh, yes. What do they have here? Oh, score. We might be able to get some new good scrolls. Let's see here. Red Wizard. Got lots of money here. Get rid of some of these gems. Can't poison my mind if I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Tom says probably an Irish joke. DFortae, forget about it. Danza says if God wanted us to fly, he would have given us tickets. That one I get. Okay, and then Tim, let's get you. Ooh, that's a 6,000 steel white scroll. Let's see what the heck's on that. Monster Summoning 4, Delayed Blast Fireball, and Dromage's Instant Summons. That's a good scroll. And then what was on the one? Identify. That's pretty ironic. That's kind of cool though, because it's 300 gold and it costs 200 gold to identify at a store. So I could actually buy a bunch of these right now and we can identify out in the field. I'm doing it. I have the identify spell, but it's a pain in the butt to have to constantly cast and rest and everything. So we're going to buy some of those. Kipper says, I have no idea where it came from. I suspect it's from someone like David Allen in the 1980s. 5. Okay, we have 5 of those. Let's get rid of this because we don't have an illusionist. Jimmy says, it's even worse. You're going to put your head on the pillow tonight, and right as you fall asleep, you'll think, even the mice wore trousers? Danza says, isn't it a proverb? Even mice. I don't know, guys. Never heard it. It's over my head. Okay, let's check out the red ones. Energy drain. No, that's an old one. Right? Hold on. No, I think I did buy those. So this is energy drain. And this is hold person and lightning bolt. Okay, that's worth it. Let's get 4 of those. Yeah, then we'll have some lightning bolts and some hold persons available. Okay, I like it. That's good enough. 0 hits on Google, Kiffer says. It's like that joke about the bus conductor who killed a granny by throwing her off the back of the bus. I don't know that joke either. And Jimmy says the height of Irish humor, chat. Why is a mouse that spins? I don't know what that means either, Danza. Though the AI thinks it might have to do with Of Mice and Men, because the title has mice and the characters wore denim trousers. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to the armory. Got to get Crimson a level up. Level 8 Neutral Holy Order. Let's see what we get spell-wise. Do we get a higher level spell? No, we don't. Another 2nd level spell. And a 3rd. Well. Another summon insects. Oh, did the signal drop? Not according to my OBS. Okay, Danza. Ferris screaming, your cat. You still have a stream? Okay, thanks, Jimmy. Sticks to snakes. Because it's that good. Okay, so the woman we have to rescue is up here. See a woman being dragged into the building ahead by a band of minotaurs. The warehouse is crawling with minotaurs. Screams can be heard echoing throughout the chamber. What do you do? Doc. Same there for you, Hom. Go ahead. Danza says, like, my horse walked into the desert for so long, even the ticks were thirsty. Okay. So I mean that one makes sense. I just don't get the other one. It doesn't matter. That joke, when a joke has to be explained that many times, you know that it's time to quit talking about it. Minotaur fleas. Man, we've really been scaring these guys. We're getting some reputation in Krynn. There's also the problem with the penguin jokes. You guys and your jokes. Harold says, did the horse have a name? Ah, no, I got that one. That's a good one. I like the subtle reference. See, I'm more of Moody's puns type person. I can get those. And that was kind of close to a Moody pun there. Moody Mystery I'm talking about, of course. Those that know who that is. Danza says, but my mice do wear trousers. Where's the joke? Ham says, if you are too old, they are harder to detect. You talking about the jokes? Hey, Millennial, welcome in. How are you doing? The penguin jokes, you mean? Yeah, Moody was a great guy. We all enjoyed his streams and him coming around and hanging out with us. There's still a Minotaur. Oh, there he is. Thanks for giving Millennial the shout out, Jimmy. Jimmy says Moody was always ready to snap puns. Takes a while to get that skillful. Yes, he was a master. Talk about quick with the puns. Kiffer says Farah is getting night chicken. You mean like she's getting scared of the night, or you're literally giving her chicken at night to eat? Millennial says I made a Guinness record today in a 2 hour stream. 1 hour was reading a game manual. That's funny. Hey, some people like that. Kind of a let's read type deal. What game manual were you reading? Pepper says she brought me downstairs and I'm hand feeding her human grade chicken. Hey, we got to do that for our pets, right? Sure, she appreciates it. Okay, let's get one more chainmail in case we get ours destroyed again. Gosh, another? I'm gonna let them flee. You spot a young woman and sell this out. Okay, this one will do. Bo says my pun strength is weak. I respect those with good pun game. And Duncan says not a master. They were the same puns, and I heard most of them 48 years ago. He did repeat puns, but he came up with quick, on the fly puns of all kinds of things I never would have thought of. Feeding time, else she's gonna rage the whole night. Okay, let's fling an oil here. She won't sleep if you don't feed her. Yeah, that's understandable. Bo says I'm a vegetarian, but my dogs eat meat straight from a local butcher. LOL. I live through them. Millennial says I consider necessary. It was the Legacy Realms of Terror from Microprose 1992. I've never heard of that Microprose game, but Darklands was made by Microprose, and I love that game. So I could see it being complicated. How are did you start it then? Like, did you like it? Got them on fire. Bo says I actually watched your Darklands stream again recently. Super complex. Did you watch me streaming it, or did you watch my review? Harold asked, did Moody pass? Yes, he did. Yeah, unfortunately, he passed. Gosh, it's probably been about eight months, maybe even longer. I'm not 100% sure on the date. Okay. another fight down. See the woman you're trying to rescue in the alcove to the south. Woman gasps her thanks, reaches into her bodice, slips on a ring, and disappears. You hear her say, "Meet me at the end of the south pier. I must hurry." You are left in silence. Okay. Let's see if we can go rest. Moneo says the Legacy is a Lovecraftian first-person dungeon crawler game in a Victorian mansion. Oh, I know what you're talking about then. I think Andrew from Retro Island Gaming streamed that. I think. And if it wasn't him, it was Hesh. Heshtown, Hesh. I'm pretty sure Andrew did too. We already killed this guy. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. Okay, hang on. Let me make sure that this event quits triggering. Okay, I gotta fix this. Elf in the inn keeps triggering the event. We're gonna let him flee. I'm gonna capture the text messages here. Attack. Okay. So okay. Fix that offline. Let me see if I can rest in here. Okay, perfect. Tim's ready for a level up. Nice. Yeah, Moody Mysteries, who we're talking about. John Moody was his real name. He passed back around January. I think it was actually probably before January. We didn't know. Okay, let's go get our level up. Okay, Tim, level 7 fighter. So he'll get 2 attacks every other round now. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, yeah. It's sad, Millennial, but life is definitely not fair, that's for sure. We got 1 bonus spell. Let's get a wall of ice. Find anything else magical? Yeah, the necklace of missiles. And the bracers. And the quarterstaff. So we got to go to the south pier, which is over here. You see the woman whom you rescued appear before you. She explains that Lorana sent her to investigate the rise of evil and sanction. Journal entry 88. Just before the temple of Durgast was closed, dead bodies were seen being carried into the arena in the temple's northwest corner. There were hundreds of them. It has been discovered that the Death Knight, Sir Lebaum, has taken over the temple and has gathered together the exhumed dead for miles around. There is no way that you can get into the temple through the front gates. You must get the Shadow People's support. They have tunnels that cross from the Temple of Herzid to the Temple of Durgast. She pulls out an amulet. This amulet will let you through a secret door. The Shadow People will find you once you enter Herzid. She hands you the amulet and says the secret entrance is in the first building to the south of warehouse where you found me. It's in the southeast corner of the back room. I found this. It may be significant for you. She hands you a paper. The Dragonlance was a stroke of genius. With one small theft, we distracted them from the main threat and forced their attention on the recovery of the weapon. This became stage 2 since I fit so neatly. I think that's supposed to be it fit. Should be since it fit with our plans. It allowed us to delay the original kidnapping of Sir Carl just long enough to gather many more bodies for Sir Lebaum to work with. She disappears again. Okay, so I think she's talking about this building. Yep. Yes, let's cross through. A creaking, swinging wall opens into the dank, oppressive quiet of the Temple of Herzid. The temple is a crumbling ruin. Dust swirls up at your passing. There are draconian footprints in the deep dust. They look fairly recent. Okay. You encounter a patrol. Oh, here we got Bozaks again. In a stinking Cloudus. Ooh, we did magic missile. I'm glad. Uh-oh. Oh, that was the K-Pack. Okay, good. We don't want our Minotaur killing the Bozak, because it'll explode if we do. There are many statues lined up against the northern end of the room. The inscription of this statue reads, Kiri Joloth, Majer Paladine. As you searched the statue, you found something. I went too fast. I should put a pause in there. A Ransewer and scale mail. Okay. We may have an upgrade here. It's a specialist with the halberd, but if this... Yeah, it's a plus Ransewer. So it equals having the... but we lose the 2 attacks per round. Dang it. Okay, we'll stick with the halberd then. What else did we pick up? Scale mail. Actually, it'll give us more movement in theory. Armor class 3, armor class 2. It's almost the same. Try to get rid of some weight here. There we go. Now we got 12 movement. And pluses on armor apply to saving throws against spells like Fireball. So there is a benefit to wearing weaker plus armor in addition to the movement bonus. See the glint of something shiny in the far reaches of the room. A cloud of gas envelops the party. Hand axe and a magic user scroll. Bo says, I have never heard that word before. What word? Kiffer says, saving? Witchcraft. Oh, the Ransewer? Ranseur. It's a polearm. It's kind of like a spearish type polearm. And I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it right. It's probably like Ransois. It's probably French. Okay, we got a hand axe. I'm actually going to identify this. Oh, it's not him. It's Tim. Oh, I wonder if I'm going to be able to make this work. Okay, I need to do something special with identify on a scroll. It is on a scroll. You got to go, Millennial? Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out, and have a good evening. Kiffer says Gygax was mad for polearms. He was. Bo says, awesome. I just learned something. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting polearm. There's a polearm for every occasion. There is. I love all the polearms. There's so many. Let's see here. Let's get rid of one of these. Let's identify. Oh, wait, who has identify? Must be Dick Danza. No. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's see if Dick Danza can identify the hand axe. Failed. Try again. Failed. Looks like a hand X +1. Okay. That's still a good offhand weapon. I might have Duncan use that. His armor class isn't the best. Well, is he even using a shield? Oh, no, I can't. He's using two-handed polearm. Okay. And Ham, we need him to have that equipped. And he's using the hoopak. He can't even use it anyway. Tim's our last hope, and I have him using a staff sling, which is two-handed. So yeah, I don't really have a use for that. Let's do a read magic. Yeah, there's good pictures of it in the player's handbook. And Unearthed Arcana, I think, has pictures too of all the pole arms. In case you want to see what they look like. Ooh, Maze, Drumage's Instant Summons, and Duo Dimension. Wow. Those are some good spells. Now we got to get back our Constitution. Okay. And Giver says, I just realized this is the same stream from before my stream when I was in the gym. No, it's not. If it's telling you it's 6 hours, it's lying. I quit earlier after about 2 hours. I took a break. I actually was on your stream for a little while, Kiffer. Did some things around here, did some exercise, spent some time with my wife, and then I got back on here. Kiffer says Duo Dimension was good for crimes. Yes. You see a strange figure in the mist ahead. You get a strong feeling that he wants to meet you. Meet him in the east. Hear a soft rustle of movement. Okay. Where do I go? I guess we'll just wander around aimlessly. Stumble upon some draconians in the midst of setting a trap. It says 6 hours, 16 minutes. No. Tom says 1 hour, 6 minutes for me. Yeah, Twitch is really weird. It's quite inconsistent. Bo says that it's been about 1.5 hours, maybe 2. I've been on for 1 hour and 4 minutes right now. Bo says I only streamed a couple of times in my life on YouTube, and I felt like I had done an Iron Man run in real life after a period. It was so exhausting. The streaming was exhausting for you? I couldn't do like what Rig does, where he streams like 8+ hours every time. know he doesn't do it every day. He only does it maybe 2 or 3 days a week, but still. That's ridiculous. Duncan lost his weapon. Let's get that halberd. Evidently, the Draconians have only recently begun to infest the Temple of Herzid. Papers. Stage 3 is about to begin. The good armies are marching on sanction, and our friendly adventurers are still trying to figure out how to get the Dragonlance. Okay, they're talking about us, obviously. Sir Liebom has been working in the arena of Durgast. He will begin to raise his army of undead as soon as the good armies are in position. We anticipate that this will take another day or two. I have blue dragons stationed at Durgast to guard the eggs, and red dragons are waiting to give me word when he has finished his preparations. When I hear from him, the final stage will begin. From out of the depths of the room, a strange figure appears. The amulet glows a soft brown. Without any apparent sound, you hear the strange figure reveal itself as a shadow person. It says that you can now go through the secret door that is located at the northern end of the hallway. This leads to a large room. The entrance to the caverns is in the upper left corner of the west wall of that room. Follow the corridor from there until you find a door. Okay. The blue dragons is making me nervous. I think I'm going to get protection from lightning. Do I have that? I have call lightning. I don't think I have protection from lightning. Let me check. Cleric. It's a druid spell, but the high order clerics in Krynn are really weird. They're a mix between druid and cleric. So I was hoping that my neutral cleric, the god that I picked, would have protection from lightning, but he doesn't. So we're vulnerable to the blue dragons. Bo says, yeah, it could be that when I did it, I was building a computer. That one was kind of mentally exhausting, but I've done a couple of fairly long gaming sessions. I found it tiring. I think part of it was I was trying to play an action game at the same time. My brain couldn't focus on both chat and that same time. Yeah, that is more challenging for sure. And then you have to pause it. Kiffer says 8 is hard. I'm happy with 4, but sometimes we slip closer to 5. And I think maybe I could keep going, but then I make stupid game mistakes and lose track of chat. You exited Twitch, came back, and it's reported right now, Kiffer? Okay. Okay, we made it. Come across a conclave of shadow people. They have been waiting patiently for your arrival. Again, images and words form in your mind. You are told to go down a long, cavernous passage. The entrance is through the door to the south. The passage is free of any evil creatures. However, there are many Mobats that also live in these caves. You'll have to deal with them yourselves. You'll come upon a door to your right. You may rest there. Eventually, you will meet the ancient revered one. He will give you further information. Okay. Bo says, reminds me of your Battletoads streams. Probably the most challenging gameplay I've ever seen you do. Yes, I need to get back to that. Now that I'm retired, I need to get back to that and beat it. I think this is the room she's talking about, that we could rest if we want to. Very strong presence fills this room. There's nothing else in here that you can see. Your mind becomes filled with images again. The way to the Dragonlance is imprinted on your mind. It seems to lie in the south central area of the dungeons. Death Knight is directing his minions in placing hundreds of bodies in the arena of Durgast. The images fade to nothingness as the Death Knight seems to turn toward you. And we got stuff, a dagger, a Gasarm Volge, and a light crossbow. Tim, you can identify these. Shadow person directs you to the door to the south. Okay, I don't think she'll let me rest here. Asia says, oh yeah, how's retirement so far? It's great. I had to recently put my dog down. It's been a little over a week now, so the past week has been terrible, but I'm feeling a lot better now. So it's going to be great now that I'm feeling better. But until then, it wasn't a good time. Yeah, it's going to be good. Most of the best part of his retirement is we get to see him more often online. LOL. It's a victory all around. Thanks, Aegis. Jimmy says, considering how often DFortae streamed before, it's hard to imagine him streaming more. Yeah, I'm such a busy person. I mean, I will probably stream more, but it just allows me to work more on my own stuff and spend more time with my wife. And we can golf more and stuff. So I wouldn't expect a huge increase in the amount I stream since I do stream every day. But it may happen. It may be a small amount increase. But mainly all the gaming and things I produce for the community will increase. Okay, I better check these doors out. I don't know if there's going to be anything in these. Skeletons? We're starting to get the necromancy. A shapeless pile of clothing shudders at your approach. Incredibly dirty man huddles within. He stares at the door. Horror etches his features. As he fades into senselessness, you hear him whisper, Lee Balm. There's nothing in here. Pretty sure there's a torture chamber down here. Yeah, instruments of torture. Draconians and humans are making small cuts on a poor wretch laid out on a rack. Rescue. Our alignment's changed. Allow them to flee? No. Evil priest. Charm monsters. I tried to get a Civac on our side. Failed. Really want to charm an Aurak. Mo says, are you good guys now? Yeah, some of the guys' alignment changed to good. They were probably neutral. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if the cleric... I don't think I programmed anything for the neutral cleric yet. The cleric thief is good now. I don't think I made him good to begin with. Yeah, and he's lawful good. So there's nothing in the Dragonlance book that says what's supposed to happen to these clerics that are neutral. Like Gary Gygax completely defined all that stuff in Player's Handbook and that. But since these are Dragonlance things and it doesn't talk about it, I may have to apply my own rules to it. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'll have to research and see if I can find anything on that. But my neutral guys became good, basically. Victim sobs in gratitude for his release. Party gains experience. Kiffer says, what makes a man turn neutral? If you do an evil act and you're good, that can make you become neutral. Yeah, this is not the evil party. I thought we'd be too overpowered in the game, so I didn't transfer him to this. Asia says, I don't see how it would work with the way the game is set up. You mean a neutral priest becoming a good priest? Like, the weird thing is, you're probably honestly supposed to become what's called a heathen cleric, because, and those do exist. It's in the book. The high order clerics are specific alignments, and they pick their god based on the alignment. So if you do something that would basically cause you to not be in tune with that God, you'd probably become a heathen cleric. So I'll have to research it. Why did Skyla send us out here? Harley. What are you doing here? Let's be abusive. The scrape of steel pulled from scabbards reveal the guard's reaction. Alignment changes. Yeah, the priestly abilities and religions. Yeah, with most classes, if you become an alignment that you're not allowed to be, you become a fighter, basically. But in the Dragonlance world, they have all these weird heathen type classes, and that's what I'm assuming would happen. But I'll spend time looking into it. Bo says, I really dislike how very modern D&D has dumped down the alignment system so much. I always enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, there's a lot to it, like a lot of really cool aspects now that I've implemented a lot of it. Gold box games were lame with it, but it actually has meaning now. Danza says, probably stealing from the wrong people, dialogue choices. You mean to become neutral from good? Yeah. You miss Thako? The ironic thing is that's a second edition thing. It's not first edition, but I'm not getting rid of it in the gold box games because everybody knows what it is and it's too tightly coupled. You're supposed to have to hit charts in first edition. But that is one thing I'll keep. Jimmy says Thako was a mistake-o. Hey, Car, welcome in. How are you doing? He says, oh, Krynn, I have this set in a 3.5-inch shrink wrap on my shelf. And Angel says, I like playing a wider range of alignments, but lawful and neutral good are usually my favorites. Kipper says, it was much better than hit matrices. Hey, Quee Park, welcome in. How are you doing? Oriental Adventures was an amazing first edition source book, he says. Yeah, that one wasn't created by Gygax. I think he did maybe some of the monsters, though. Hey, Tim, welcome in. How are you doing? There's too much going on in the chat. I'm missing stuff here. Happy Friday to you as well. Danza says, say versus wand, staff, and rod. Yep. Free Park says, I just found all my first edition stuff as I was moving. I'm old as dirt. That's cool. Always good to find that stuff. JRPG says Gygax's name is on it at the top. Yeah, he did do. I know he did do some of it. I don't think he did 100% of it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Finally, one image comes strong. Skyla, the so-called escort, is going into a room, preparing the soldiers for battle. Warns you that the presence is probably known. Tells you that the room beyond the one that Skyla's in contains magical weapons and armor. Okay. Is it this room? Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. Nothing says gold box like playing on Commodore 64 with an amber monitor, Park says. Giver says the hardest part of explaining Thaco to a new player is getting only one person to explain it. Half the problem is that everyone does slightly different processes that work out the same in the end, but you need just one person to give the basics. Yep, that's true. The old source books through second edition were great, Queeperk says. And JRPG says he still loves his monster manual. Hump says, while the people from my past are strolling in, as I am from the future, I need to get some sleep. Okay, Hom. Have a good night. Hey, Willow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It says, do you have a list of what's tweaked in your remasters? You'd love to look them over. Yeah, if you go to my Discord and download the Curse of the Azure Bonds zip file and look in the notes and README text files, and it has a full list in there. Since that was the first one I did, every other game is based on all the things that were implemented in there. Thousands of changes, literally. Okay, let's... I don't know if Skyla's through here. Nope. In here? Nope. I didn't see him anywhere. I mean, I know the Dragonlance is up here. Right in this room. My spells have worn off. This is a random encounter. There we go, finally. That was rough. Kansas says he never asks, what do you think of the Buck Rogers games in this style? I like them. I'm talking about the gold box Buck Rogers, right? They're really difficult. They're actually harder than the D&D ones, the original gold box games. Mainly because healing's a problem. But I really like them. Oh no, he did Stinking Cloud on us again. These Bozaks, man, they're killing me with these Stinking Clouds. We're probably going to have some dead characters here. Oh. Oh, I was paralyzed. We got to try to get out of here. Okay. We'll have to stay out of the Stinking Cloud up here. Because we're coughing, we can't attack. Stay out of vision. There's Duncan, he's killed. Ham survived the assassination attempt. Nope, Ham's dead. I'm doing an Iron Man attempt at this, by the way, guys. So we have 2 dead. Still can't attack yet. We're coughing. Gotta let that wear off. JRPG says, according to the wiki DFortae, there are 2 hardcover books called Oriental Adventures. The second one did not involve Gygax. I did not know that. That might be the one that I had seen. Giver says, I like the different anti-weapon grenades, the flak, mist, and smoke, and so on. And Jimmy says, they do not want to give us that lance. Yeah. Okay, he's not coughing now, right? Are we still coughing? What's going on here? I guess he was still coughing. Yeah, he's coughing. It says it right there. Duncan blames Jimmy. JRPG blames Kiffer. And Kiffer blames the Pope. Duncan did buy Jimmy's famous gas mask last time he was at the Colorado Emporium. And Danza says, don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. Yeah, I might try to implement some of the rules in Oriental Adventures if it truly is a Gygax thing, one of them. Okay, cool. We finally can do something here. Let's move you here and delay. Okay, it looks like they spent all their turns. We're going to use a Wand of Ice Storm. It is time. No, bandage is not all you need, Danza. No, I implemented it according to the real rules, which SSI didn't. If you get hit while you're held, it's death. It isn't dying. SSI made it too easy. Basically, they get an assassination attempt based on the assassination tables. And if they succeed, it's an instant death. Otherwise, they just do straight damage. So, those guys are dead. Bozak on fire. Okay, do you have a wand? You have a necklace of missiles. We'll use that. Yeah, the game was too easy, the originals. Dead like a fox, Kiffer says. Ooh, that's a lot. It's got to be some magic. Ring, cloak, a cute yellow canary. We just got a cute yellow canary, which is from Seeker of the Silver Blades. They had a cute yellow canary with them. We'll take it. So the ring is probably a protection ring. I think Dan's already has one. He has a +1. Let's see if this one's any better. It is. It's a +2. Repark says the Discord Remaster compatible with Steam version? Yes, it is. You just need to have the Steam version installed. This remaster doesn't use any of the existing code. It just looks at it to make sure you have a licensed copy. This is a Windows application. It's not DOS. Danza says this one beat me down, but I was like 13. Giver says, do people forget their prepared spells when they get knocked out? No. No, they don't. Team mascot? JRPG says, the canary's life expectancy just plummeted in our care. Yeah. Yeah. Now the cloak is great news because that's probably a cloak of displacement. Oh yeah. You have found the dragon lance. And Duncan's dead. He's the one that can use it, and he's dead. I gave him a proficiency with it. Tim can use it, but he's not going to be proficient with it. What else did I have equipped here? Shield? Oh, the flask of oil. Yeah, Thaco of 16. That's terrible. He's going back to his staff sling and flask of oil. Okay, we got to get out of here and get Duncan resurrected. Which is not going to be easy. In fact, I don't even know if we can back out. Your armor class is incredible for a mage. Yeah, it is. He's got bracers, good dex, ring of protection. Kiffer says that just a second edition rule. I don't know. It's not first edition. First edition is the only edition I know really, really well. That's it. Danza says, excuse me, Red Wizard of High Sorcery Danza. Yeah. He is the most delicate party member, but so far he's kept alive. Well, let's look at his saving throws. Yeah, they're not the best. This -2 is because of the Ring of Protection +2. His effective spell level's +2 right now because of the moon's alignment. Be a good time to memorize. You get one extra bonus. Let's do Wall of Ice. Crimson, okay. Jimmy says, saving throws enhanced by a visit to Jimmy's House of Loaded Dice. Let's take a look at the other saving throws. The Cleric's is decent. Look at that poison. Poison, Death Magic, and Paralyze is 7. Jimmy's. His is also 7. Tim's got pretty bad. He's good against Rod, Staff, and Wand, but the rest. He does have +4 here against Charm, Fear, Hypnosis, Illusion, and Suggestion because his Wisdom's high. It's got 18 Wisdom. Man, look at those attributes. That is so good for rolls. Alright, guys. I think that's a good place to stop. Next time, we'll have to figure out if we can back out to get the Raised Dead. Oh, it's going to be such a long way back. But I think we have to. We'll be in trouble if we don't get 2 characters back. One-stop shop for agility points. Yeah, with Ham and Duncan dead, it's rough. Thanks for the raid, Kiffer. Everybody that donated, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hey, Bass Jack. Is it Bass or Bass? I'm going to assume Bass because of a Jack. Bass Jack. My pleasure. My pleasure, JRPG. Bo. Yep, we got some good progress there, Jimmy. Danza says, no Thaco, no problem. You've got Jimmy saved. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.